These are absolute garbage. In my humble opinion, these mats look terrible. Hello, how's it going all of you beautiful people around the world? My name is Ryan, aka Blackbeard TCG, and today we are talking about Treasure Cup. I want to give you guys my full, honest opinions and breakdowns on Treasure Cup. I'm going to be telling you guys which ones I'm going to be attending, and I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I'm going to keep it 150% real, but you know what's even more real? The One Piece. But you know what's more real than that? The fact that a man's dream will never die, and my dream is to hit 1.5k subscribers before the end of the year. It is December 17th at the time of me recording this, so I don't know. It is running a little tight, but my dream will not end. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? You don't see value in this content? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Without further ado, let's talk about Treasure Cup. So as we know, Treasure Cup is going to be taking place early next year, between February 4th and February 25th. And it's going to be interesting because on February 4th, we have the one in Canada, we have the one in Los Angeles, California, we have one in the UK, as well as one in Australia, all taking place on February 4th. So it's going to be super interesting to see if the meta is going to be different based on regions. I'm very curious to see what the top 8 spread is going to be across all of the different regions. Are we going to have like the same deck winning in every single region? You know, it's going to be really, really fun because if that's the case, who knows? Like after this first phase of Treasure Cup, we could see some potential erratas. We could see different things. I doubt it though, because obviously the Japanese version hasn't seen any of those things with their big events. But it will be fun to just look at all of the different outcomes from the different regions and compare. But then also we have events that are going to be on the 11th, the 18th, the 25th as well, all of the following weekends. So it'll be interesting to see if those metas end up getting affected by what people are playing with and winning with in the previous week's events. So guys, the content creation for February 4th is going to be absolutely fun. It's going to be amazing. Now, in terms of which one I'm going to, I am going to be heading to the Niagara Falls one because, as you guys know, I am in Canada. And unfortunately, as much as I would love to go to the one in Los Angeles, California, I've never been to California before in my life. So that would be a great opportunity. I won't be able to do it because it is on the same day as the one in Canada. So obviously that rules it out of the question. And then, of course, there's work, right? So I won't be able to go to any of the other ones. Very, very unfortunate. Hopefully in future Treasure Cups, I will be able to visit some of you guys. I want to travel outside of North America as well. So maybe some of my fans that are in Europe, I don't know if I do have any of my any fans that are in Europe or in the UK. But if you guys are there, then hopefully at some point I will be able to meet you guys, make content with all of y'all, and compete in those Treasure Cups. But for now, the main one for me is just going to be the Niagara Falls one, and I look forward to seeing you guys there. Okay, so now I need to talk about something real. I need to talk about the prizing. Okay, so first off, I want to talk about what we get. So just for participating, you get Dawn sleeves as well as a promo pack, right? You get an event pack, and right off the bat, these are pretty good. The Dawn sleeves I really like. I will use them for my main deck. I really, really like those Dawn sleeves. 10 out of 10 for that. The event pack, also really good. In terms of the cards that I think are really good in the event pack, obviously here's my blue bias, but we got Jinbei, and this is a Jinbei that's actually playable in terms of stat line, in terms of effect as well, but he has the 7 Warlords of the Sea tag. If you guys remember, the other Trigger Popper Jinbei, that's also really good, does not have that tag for whatever reason, but I'll get back to that a little bit later. This one has it, and this one's actually really good, and I can see it having play. And this one actually is just getting released out in the Japanese release of the game as well. So it'll be interesting to see if this starts to get adapted in other versions of Doflamingo overseas too. And I definitely could see that happening. I also think Sengoku is going to be a very, very good card as well, especially as Black continues to get more cards. Sengoku is a card where you don't have to interact in order for its ability to take effect. You just attach one Dawn, and boom, all of your opponent's characters get -2 to their cost. I think that is very, very powerful, and I can definitely see this being played in black as time goes on. Parkos the Ace, I also think that this art is stunning. I think this art is absolutely amazing. And I don't think that this card is going to be all that strong, but I could see it played. My only gripe with this is if these event packs follow the same formula, which I do think it is going to be for the local tournaments or like the winter cards, there's no foiling on it. So like this Porkos the Ace would look so sick with foiling. Like if this, like think about it guys. If this ace had foiling, woo! This would be so sick, but it doesn't. It's gonna probably just be like a regular common, which sucks, but I mean, it still looks cool. So we're on a high. We're on a good note, right? Things are looking good. If you get to the top 128, you get another event pack. Great, that's fine. So now you get to the top 64. And in my opinion, this is also an amazing prize, right? 10 out of 10. So also, just keep in mind, as you top, the more that you top, you get all of the subsequent rewards, right? You don't just get that reward, you get the other stuff too. So if that's not made clear, let me just make that clear. So Tony Chopper and Horn Points, I think that this is really cool. Chopper, I mean, you guys know I have all the Chopper merch. Such a cute character. Not as cute in Horn Point, but this art is still absolutely stunning. I think that's great. I think that this is a great prizing for if you get to the top 64. Now, I know that this is also the case in the Japanese release as well. For top 16, you get Usopp. Now, I'm going to keep it 150% real. This is just my humble opinion. I think this card looks like absolute trash. I think it looks terrible. This is just my opinion. And if I was to be lucky enough, I don't want to just say luck because there's skill, but you know, skill and luck go hand in hand when you're at events. If I ever am able to place top 16 at a Treasure Cup and I do get this, I will sell this because this will be worth money. It has Treasure Cup foiling on it specifically as well. There's only going to be so many on the market because you have to top in order to get it. And just know that if I have this in my hand, it won't be in my hand very long because this will be worth money and I can then use that money to help fund for my set 2 cards, okay? So that's my plan. If I ever top, I will sell this Usopp because I think it looks terrible. Let me know your guys' honest opinion below. Do you think it looks good? Would you guys keep it as a super souvenir? That's fine. Like, Chopper is a card that's playable. I wouldn't play this personally. If I got it, I would keep this as a souvenir because I think it looks cool. I think this looks trash, but one man's trash is another one's treasure, right? So, by all means, somebody else can keep this and maybe have it as a souvenir and whatnot, or like lie and say, oh, I want a Treasure Cup. You know, like, I would sell this instantly. That's just me. I think that card looks terrible. Man, imagine if it was a Soj King. We still don't have like a Soj King Usopp. That would be sick. Or maybe we'll get one as a leader. Hey, that's a topic for another day. But yeah, like, I don't know. I wish that this art could be a little bit better. That's just my opinion. So that's where things start to go downhill. Because then it goes up a little bit. Because top 8, you get the Zoro, you get the Luffy. And again, this is standard as we've seen overseas as well. Serialized Luffy, like this is 10 out of 10. Of course, Luffy is really good in set 1. I think Luffy is underrated in set 2. In fact, I've seen a lot more people starting to play him in various regions in Asia. So serialized Luffy, if you can get your hands on this, absolutely amazing. This Zoro doesn't see that much play, but it's Zoro, so it will be popular. This card will have value. Obviously, it's going to be top 8, so it's going to be worth something. But with that being said, I want to talk about what just makes all of this shitty. So second place, you get all of those rewards, plus you get the second place mat. First place, you get all of those rewards, plus the first place mat and a booster box. So for me right now, at this point, booster boxes, if I was to win this, I would just sell the booster box. There's nothing that I would open. Like, it would just be for like a dopamine hit, right? Just trying to get a Manga Shanks. But honestly, for me, like, it's not guaranteed. I'd rather take the guaranteed money, and I would just sell this for $200. 401 Games, well-known game store in the GTA, is selling booster boxes in Canada for $250 each, and people are buying it. Yes, if you guys think like, oh my gosh, why would somebody spend? People are buying this for this price, okay? The game is extremely popular, supply and demand, people are buying it. In my opinion, the boxes are not even worth half of that, in my opinion. And so if I was to win this, I would just instantly sell it. I would love to see other prizing, but I can't understand why. Obviously, they would give a box of the set, but it's just one box, so it's like, as a champion, you slog through all those rounds, you just get one box, and like the cards aren't even worth that much technically, except for Manga Shanks. And like the fact that you can't pull like multiple Zoros or get like multiple Zoro alt arts to make it for the price. I don't know. That's just my opinion. This is kind of meh. But it's still welcomed because, like, again, it's free money, right? Okay, this is where things just go to complete shit. The first place mat and the second place mat. These are absolute garbage. In my humble opinion, these mats look terrible. Like, who... Okay, I don't want to be too... I want to give constructive criticism, but I also want to, like, be honest with you guys. First and foremost, let's talk about the second place mat. Obviously, you guys know I have a blue bias. If I was to win, I would want the second place mat over the first place mat. But with that being said, keep this in mind, guys. Look at Jinbei. Look at Boa Hancock. This is supposed to be set 1, right? Okay, you could argue, but the other Emperor, being Big Mom, isn't out until set 3, as well as Whitebeard isn't out until set 2. Okay, cool, fine. You got that argument, no problem. That's not the biggest issue. My big issue is, what is up with the different arts? Why do we have some that are using alternate arts? Why do we have some that are not using alternate arts? Why is Crocodile alternate art? Why is Mihawk not an alternate art in the middle on his throne? Why did they choose the worst alternate art in the game in Doflamingo and put him right in the middle? You can't. That art is the worst art in the entire game. I'm sorry. It's terrible. Like, it's trash. And they put it right in the middle. So they have these different arts. They're using regular Gecko Moria, but then they have Jinbei. They're using the Jinbei that doesn't even have the 7 warlords. Guys, this Jinbei doesn't even have the 7 warlords of the sea tag. At least use the Jinbei that has that tag in the picture if you're going to use it. What a slap in the face to all blue players to put this on the mat. I'm sorry. Whoever made this, this is not it, coach. This is not it. This is a terrible looking mat. It makes no sense. It has no continuity. I mean, if you win it, sure, by all means, but custom mats, in my opinion, would look way better than this shit. I'm sorry. And the reason why I'm so passionate is because, like, you want to win something, right? And it's like, I don't know. If I won this, would I be happy? No. Like, I'd be happy I got my serialized Luffy and all of those things. This is such a crappy second place. Now, the first place mat, in my opinion, looks a little bit better, but that's not saying much. On a scale of 0 to 10, on the second place mat, I would probably give this maybe 2, just because you could see Boa Hancock's thighs, you could see a little bit of armpit, a little bit of side boobs. That's nice. So that's why I would give it like maybe a 1.5 to 2, and then I would give the 4 emperors probably like a 2.5 here. Again, continuity is not there. Why do we have alt art Kaido here, but then we're using regular art Whitebeard as well as Shanks? And then this looks like it's going to be alternate art Big Mom, and if this is alternate art Big Mom, then it looks terrible. But with that being said, to be fair, Big Mom is not the most attractive looking character. We all know that. That's fine. But then why does her regular art look better than her alternate arts? I don't know. I feel like if you were going to use the 4 emperors, just make them all alt art then. You know what I mean? Like, it's really, really weird. It feels like there's no continuity. This one is a little bit better because the Shanks makes it look really cool. The white beard just looks out of place because it's just the regular one. I don't know, guys. I'm not a fan of these. This is just my honest opinion. Let me know your guys' opinion in the comment section below. I'm kind of bummed. I'm really bummed, actually, seeing these as rewards. But hey, guess what? I'm probably not going to be first place. I'm probably not going to be champion. So what am I getting stressed out about, right? If I'm not going to win these, then why am I caring? I guess maybe it's just like the idea of like, what if I did win and then I ended up taking that? Or like, what does this set, like, does this set the precedent in the future for like what mats will look like? Yeah, I don't know. Looks terrible. That's my thoughts. That's my opinion. That's my thoughts on Treasure Cup. Let me know your thoughts on Treasure Cup down below. Which ones are you going to? And I will catch you guys later. Peace.